Mark Spears from ESPN claimed that he heard rumors that the Trailblazers are discussing this Lillard trade with a handful of teams, and that another team in the East, not the Miami Heat, they're in the conversation now too. But apart from that, he's not giving us any more details, and all this does is cause more speculation, and we're left again just trying to figure out where he could possibly go next. This Dame stuff is getting so out of hand, but since we're on the topic, why not go even deeper? And since we're sitting here just guessing, I'm gonna take my guess too, and I'm gonna go with the Toronto Raptors. Again, I don't know any details about this rumor any more than you guys do. I'm kind of just shooting in the dark. But in my opinion, the Toronto Raptors could work. Maybe they could swap Lillard with Scotty Barnes and a few draft picks or salary fillers. That could work, right? I mean, this seems like a win-win. Lillard has no interest in playing with the youngins in Portland, and he doesn't want to stick around for them to draft even more younger players and, just sit around on a developing team. But if he went to Toronto, he wouldn't have that issue. He would be surrounded by OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, and these guys are contenders. They're developed. They'll satisfy what Damian is craving, which is to be around contenders. I mean, Dame might be 33 years old, but I think he has a few years left of all-star level talent. He's gonna compete, and Toronto can give him the rest of the pieces. And low-key, I think he would get further there than he would in Miami. Sure, if he was in Miami, maybe him and Butler could be a duo, but that's about it. I'm really hesitant to call it a trio because Bam is one of the most inconsistent players that they have. He's severely overpaid. One day he puts up 22 points, and the next day he puts up 4. Again, I'm not saying that he doesn't have talent, but with how much they're paying him, he's definitely a disappointment. And Lillard may not have a player as good as Butler to form a two-person duo, but he would have a very balanced roster of decent levels of talent. They have a ball handler in Dennis Schroeder, they have Gary Trent Jr., Jalen McDaniels, Otto Porter Jr., they have options. And I think this balanced roster of talent is much better for Dame than just him and Butler trying to win with the Heat. Toronto just makes sense. They did something similar with Kawhi Leonard too. They weren't interested in tanking, and no matter how this season goes, I can't see them tanking ever. What they need is a scoring point guard, and Lillard can offer that. But where I see an issue coming up is that Toronto might not want to let go of Scotty Barnes. He's the best prospect that they've had in years. And so the thought of getting rid of him for Damian, who was just claiming that he doesn't want to go anywhere besides the Heat, that seems a little bit difficult. If Dame is open to Toronto, then I think maybe another type of package would do the trick. But maybe they'd have to trade someone else. Maybe OG, but it does get a little bit complicated, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, that's the news. There's a third team in the conversation, but no one really knows who it is just yet. So let me know if you have any ideas about which team would be interested. Do you think it's Toronto or maybe somebody else? Let me know. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do so, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.